for the parking lot problem. The first thing you have to be able to do is draw the picture. And the picture should be pretty straightforward. The story that goes with the picture is that you are standing, I don't know how many feet away from the auditorium. And so that many feet we're going to call X. And then we look up and we see the top of the auditorium at an angle of 25 degrees. That is the angle of elevation. We move forward 30 feet. So now we're standing X minus 30 feet away from the auditorium. We look up and see the top of the auditorium at an angle of elevation of 40 degrees. This is what the drawing looks like, although most of you drew it the other way, which is fine. If you managed to get the drawing right, you earned 5 out of the 15 points. The next thing that the instructions themselves told you to do was to find 2 different equations that would give you the answer to the top, to how high the auditorium is. If I'm standing X feet away, I can use the tangent of 25 degrees and say y over x, opposite over adjacent, is equal to the tangent of 25 degrees. If I'm standing 30 feet closer, then the tangent of 40 degrees is y over x minus 30. If I change those 2 equations just by cross multiplication so that y is isolated by itself, I have 2 equations where it's y equals something. And the transitive property says if 2 things are equal to the same thing, then they're equal to each other. I'm going to take the 2 algebraic expressions and make them equal to each other and make y go away. Now I have an equation in one variable that I can solve. First step, cross multiply. I get x times the tangent of 25 degrees is equal to x minus 30 times the tangent of 40 degrees. The next thing I'm going to do on the right-hand side is distribute the tangent of 40 degrees. So into the x minus 30, I get x times the tangent of 40 degrees minus 30 times the tangent of 40 degrees. Next thing I'm going to do is subtract the x term on the right side and move it to the left side so that I can have all the x's on the same side of the equation. This is the algebra part. Then I'm going to factor out the x, and I have x times the tangent of 25 degrees minus the tangent of 40 degrees is equal to negative 30 times the tangent of 40 degrees. I'm going to divide both sides by the tangent of 25 degrees minus the tangent of 40 degrees, and I get x is equal to this ratio here. And when I plug that into my calculator, I get that x is approximately 67.53 feet. Now all I have to do is plug that back into the equation that we started with. The tangent of 25 degrees is equal to y over x, and x is equal to 67.53 degrees. If I multiply both sides by 67.53, I get y is equal to the tangent of 25 degrees times 67.53. And if I do that arithmetic in my calculator, I get y is approximately equal to 31.49 feet. And in algebra, you learn that since you're starting with 2 different equations, you can check your work by plugging the number back into the other equation and seeing if you get the same answer. So I'm going to take tangent of 40 degrees is equal to y over x minus 30. I am going to substitute in my answer of 67.53 feet for x and subtract 30. I get the tangent of 40 degrees is equal to y over 37.53. I multiply both sides by 37.53, and y is equal to approximately 31.49 feet, which is the same answer, so it checks. There was a different version of the test. It had the same angle degree measurements, but the distance you moved forward was 20 feet instead of 30 feet. Frankly, following the steps that I just described for this problem, you should be able to get the right answer. Now, the right answer in this case is 20.99 feet. So you'll know whether or not you found the right answer. The bottom line is, that's how you do the problem.